at me. Never this far, baby. This is love. This is more than a crush. Right now, polish 10 toes down.
Welcome to another prison story time. Look, y'all, I've been in my story bed today. I don't know what it is about the day. Maybe because it's sun shining outside. I said I have not did car videos in a long time. Cause y'all, I've been sitting at that table getting in my bag, y'all. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, today is so beautiful outside. It just put me in a great mood. I said, baby, I got to record me at least 2 story times on break. Let's get these story times out, baby. Because when I get home, baby, I want to be laid up with my TV. You hear me? Anyway, if you're new here, my name is Barbara. I am so happy that you click play. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hype this video up if you got a hype left, and let's get into it. But before we do, make sure y'all visit my descriptions. Y'all visit my link tree. Follow me on everything, baby. And if you haven't, please subscribe. Okay, subscribe, baby. It's a vibe, baby. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, share, all of those things. But the name of this prison story is called Stupid Shooter. Now, it might be something else on the thumbnail, but I'm gonna call it Stupid Shooter, okay? Let's get into it. Now, it is time to like when you first started working at the prison or whatever, you got to go through basic training. If you're not sure what basic training is, it's basically a training that they send you to basically work in the prison. Like it tells you about everything that goes in the prison, and then you have to go through training where you physically train, where you learn how to fight. If you don't know how to fight, it learns you got to do different exercises. You got to take a test. If you don't pass all of this stuff, you know, you can't be an officer. They go ahead and let you go. You get 3 tries and they let you go. But after you've been there and you did that a year, you have to recertify every year, okay? So you got to go through this process again, a mini version of it again, and you have to recertify. Now, you don't have to take, I think you do have to take a test, like a written form test or whatever. Yeah, you do have to take a written form test, but basically you got to shoot your gun, you got to do the fighting, you got to do the training, and you just recertify, okay? I don't think you got to do the test and recertify. Fine, I think you just got to do the test and what's name, but you do have to pass the gun. You have a 9 that you got to shoot, and you also have a rifle. You got a shotgun that you got to shoot, and you got a certain numbers that you got to make. So during recertification, the worst part about recertification was actually shooting, because even though I was an officer, I did not like shooting. I liked shooting the little handgun, but I did not like shooting the shotgun because it hurt. You had to put the shotgun right here. You put the butt of the gun right here, meaning the back of the gun. If y'all don't know, the back of the gun right here, and you had to aim at the paper. They had a sight where you had to aim, and you had to make at least a 70, okay, on that. So that means you had to have at least 70, and like each bullet was worth a certain amount of points. I like certain places on the body of the picture were worth a certain amount of points. Like up here, it was like 3, 4, whatever. I don't remember everything, but anyway, it had to eke it up to 70, okay? So I used to always dread to recertify because I was really good at shooting the big gun, but I wasn't good at shooting the little gun, because you know, people just think you just pick up a gun and you just shoot. You know what I'm saying? I just pick up a gun like the movies and stuff. You don't do that. There's sights on the end of the gun, meaning like what you actually supposed to look down the barrel and shoot, you know, on the end of the gun or whatever. And you got to be able to look through that shot to actually hit the target. You know what I'm saying? And I used to have problems because my vision used to be off. Sometimes my eyelashes would be in the way. You had to wear these goggles. Maybe it was a mess. And I just feel like, why we got to wear all that? Because in real life, we ain't gonna have all that on. I just did never get there. Baby, I can shoot if I got these goggles on and I can see. So, you know, it was real rough for me to go through recertification. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it was time for us to recertify. Now, I had already shot the first gun. I had took the advice of my co-workers, because a lot of people, they give you 3 chances to actually pass. If you don't, you got to come back and do it all over again. You got 3 times, and if you don't do it, then you basically lose your job. They got to see you have to recertify to do it. So you being the nerd rat, if you know you're not a good shooter, you be nerd rat. You like, Lord, can you please? You be talking to God, you be like, Lord, please, can you just let me get it right? No, because baby, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. Lord, please, you know what I'm saying? Help me shoot where I need to shoot. So this particular day, I was doing good. I got my 9, I got my sight just right. Baby, it's good. They told us you got to shoot this certain number. When I looked at it, I was scared because when they be marking their little dots and stuff that they take, excuse me, the trainer, they have like markers or whatever, and they just sit there and cross it out, and they count right there, and then they put your total at the top. So I think, don't quote me, I think I'm wrong, I think you have to do 50 for the handgun, and I know it's a 70 for the or 77, I don't know, but either way, we gonna just say for the day, the handgun got to be 50. So anyway, they get up there and they circle my stuff out, and it said 83. He put up that 83. Y'all, I was so proud. I'm like, yes, sir, because the highest number you can get is 100, and I got 83. So I'm like, oh, I'm shooting people down, baby. You better watch out, because I got 83. I was so happy. But so the following day, because they broke the training up where one day you train like physical combat, then one day you train do the exercise, then one day you train, you getting all the information back that you supposed to know as far as book ride, then one day you do the handgun, then the next day you do the shotgun. Okay, so I was super hyped up because I was so proud of myself that I had got that 83, baby. You could tell me then, baby. Yeah, I'm a sharpshooter. Y'all know, y'all saw that. I was showing everybody, y'all see what I got. This is what I got right there. I'm that girl, okay? So either way, the next day I really had the nerves, y'all. I was so shaken up because I'm thinking like, Lord, I gotta put that big girl on, okay? That big shot, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, if you point that shotgun the right, all you got to do is hold your breath and point that thing at that paper. It's gonna, y'all, and I'm in the parking lot. I don't want to keep doing shooting because this mother gonna be like, I think we need to call somebody because this girl's in the pocket right. She keep doing shooting moves. I don't know what's going on. They didn't call the police and stuff, and then I had to turn the camera around like, yeah, they done sent them boys after me. But either way, you gotta put that thing on. If you put your thing, y'all see right there, I'm picture me holding the gun. Cause I don't want to keep. I'm gonna put it down here. But anyway, I'm holding the gun or whatever. And you gotta put that thing just right. And they said, hold your breath. They give you all, you got all these trainers out there and they give you all those pointers. But when you look nervous and stuff, they really walking back and forth to make sure you doing what you're supposed to do. And you shooting from, you start close to the board. So when you shooting the big gun, you start kind of closer to the board, but with a handgun you start real close to the board. But with the thing, they probably put you midway, and they'll tell you, I want you to shoot X, Y, and Z. And they'll tell you, do one shot. And then they have you, what really messed up a lot of people is there was one part in the training where you had to drop to your knees, okay? You had to get on the ground with the gun and be able to get up off the ground with the gun in your hand. A lot of people will lose their balance. If you lost your balance, then you fail. You can't lose your balance with that gun because it's dangerous. If you drop it, it could go off. So a lot of older people didn't make it because of that. And a lot of people, let's say people been there for 20 years, they didn't recertify because they couldn't get up off the ground. And I thought that was so sad. Imagine being there since you was 19 years old, or 20 years old, 21 years old, and now you're about 56, and now, you know what I'm saying, you can't get up no more, and now they trying to say, okay, well, you got to go now. That was so messed up. That used to hurt my feelings, y'all. It was a lot of officers got fired because they didn't recertify. So, you know, I was sweating bullets, y'all. I was sweating bullets. So it was my turn. It's me, it's 10 officers. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I don't know what I'm gonna call that. I should have called that stupid shooter, about why I was so nerve-wracking. Because the first time that I actually went and did basic training, the person beside me liked to shot me. And it was an older woman. She liked to shot me, pointing the gun my way, asking a question. So that's why I'm kind of nervous, because I'm nervous about the people beside me. If I was out there doing myself and I'm just shooting, it's me and a boy in the training, I would not be so nervous. But because of that event, and I'm gonna have to tell, I don't know what I'm gonna call that story, but I'm gonna have to tell that one soon. But I was so scared that person was going to shoot me. You know what I'm saying? That they won't go point at the boy, they were gonna shoot me, because you can't take a bullet back. So my thing is, I'm just like, woo, just calm down. I'm trying to talk to myself. We got this. Just take a deep breath. Do what he's trying to tell you to do, and we gonna make it home. All we need is a 70, baby. All we need is a 70. We just gotta focus. So I point. So really, to be honest, as much as they give you ammo to shoot, you can miss like maybe 5 times, okay? But you want to get as many as you can, okay? You want to get as many as you can. So he told us point the gun. So I'm pointing the gun. He said, all right, get your sights ready. All right, shoot. So I take the thing, I cock it, take the safety off. Boom. Okay. So I think I'm gonna hit the thing. I look up. I done hit more grass than I hit the ball, but you know, I got a few up there, so I'm thinking like, okay, I got a few up there. And man, you can tell when you ain't doing good, because the trainer like, and they gonna talk junk. They be like, well, if the person was in the grass, you did it, Baker. And I'm thinking like, Lord Jesus, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I said, you know what I'm saying? And so now they talk about you, because I used to wear eyelashes. My eyelashes would be way bigger than this. They were like, you take them daggone duck fans off of your face, your bike can see the sight. So honey, what I do? I'm finna take them off. They were like, Baker, we didn't know you gonna take it for real. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to pass this test. Let's get into it. So it was like, they were so shocked that I actually took them off, because they ain't nobody ever seen me. So I'm out there looking like a cancer patient, y'all. And there ain't no shade to nobody if you got cancer, baby, but that's what I look like without my eyelash. Girl, I look crazy. I look crazy. I done let the Chinese people done snatch off my eyebrows. That's why every time y'all see me, I got a little lashes on. Okay? But either way, period. If you watch the blinds, baby, sometimes I take them off and put them back on, baby. I'm cute with them on, though. I'm a little lip gloss, though. Lips cute. Oh, body teeth. Oh, look at me. Oh. But anyway, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself, because people will make you hate yourself. They'll make you hate yourself, baby. Love thyself. So either way, I'm nervous, y'all. I am so nervous. That's the first shot. They tell you, and then while you right there, they let you shoot twice, and then they move you on back. Baby, I need to be closer. What you talking about moving back? But anyway, they tell you to go ahead and move back, and then you gotta shoot. You gotta shoot. At this level, you get to shoot 3 times. So, you know, on a shot, the first shot, I kind of messed up. I hit the grass. And the second shot, I blew the board away. Okay, all right. I say, I'm seeing the little holes in the board. I'm like, we doing something. We doing something, okay? So I come back a little bit more, okay? So they said, okay, aim, shoot. So I let it go. And then they said, okay, aim up, safety off, shoot, boom. And so I'm looking up, and so they talking less. You never did good when your trainers walk off from you and they start talking to other people, because they feel like, okay, you're doing what I told you to do, so I don't got to tell you no more. So I was like, okay, because usually I was so used to the trainers never leading me, because baby, I could shoot or a dag on to hear me, that when they walked off, I'm like, okay, I must be doing something. The girl must be doing something, right? So, boom, we move back to the next line. They said, boom, aim, shoot, boom, we do it. Then the next line, that's when you had to drop to your knees. Everything before you do it. They said, okay, get on your knees. We get down on our knees. Okay? All right? After everybody down on their knees, boom, they said, get your gun, or whatever, you had to hold your gun. Then they tell you drop to your knees, and then they're making sure that everybody's safe, because if you're not safe, they're gonna tackle you and take your gun from you, okay? So everybody drop to the knees, they got the gun, they say aim, then they tell you shoot, and then once they tell you shoot, all you hear is pop, 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 pop. Let me stop for these people calling. Anyway, they daggone shooting, everybody shooting, everybody getting off. There's always that one that laughing, so it's pop, 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 pop. So either way, after that, whatever, everybody shoot. So when they daggone shoot or whatever, I looked up and I was like, wait a minute now, 'cause I had never seen that many holes in my paper before. I was like, wait a minute, I might have showed out. So one of the trainers, he come down there, his name was Buffalo. He come down there and he say, oh, you might shot something today. We might been all right today with you on the team. I'm like, what you trying to say? You know I'm a shooter. You know I'm a shooter. You know that's what I be doing. Like, Baker, listen, today I'm a shooter. Be proud of him. He said, you listen to everything I'm saying. I know for a fact you certified. I can tell. And so I'm just nervous, because sometimes it could look like you. He said, I've been doing this for a long time. You certified. And I'm like, okay. So they go down there, they give me my board, and I told y'all, my boy said 86. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? 86. I always shoot a 72, 73. That thing said 86. You couldn't tell no. I felt like off that other movie I watched. What is that? We were at the Faders. We were at the Faders. I had my little picture. I was like, we were at the Faders. I was so happy, y'all. I was so happy. All right. So then, like, afterwards, they make you clean up the yard. They don't, because you know when you shooting stuff, bullets and different things, the shells come off of us. So we had to go ahead and pick it up. So it was only one. It was 2 women that didn't make it, and they had to come back. And everybody felt sad for you, because if you don't make it, you got to come back, and you only got 2 other chances. So you know what I'm saying? That's defeat, and you want all your team members to win. So everybody was just kind of being quiet, because they were really sad that they didn't make it. And I done been there. I done did it where I shot shot all day, and they let me shoot extra times. I was only supposed to get 3 times. They let me shoot again, and I still ain't certified. So I've been there before. So I really felt bad for them. But I told them some of the stuff that people had told me before, like, it's all right, take a deep breath. Today won't your day, but tomorrow, you know, when you come back, because they won't schedule them tomorrow, they schedule when the next training. But when they schedule you again, you saw what you did, just don't do what you did today. Just, you know what I'm saying? And then they will also give us advice that it's all right to go to different gun range and practice as well. And I think that's what helped me. So everything going good now. Now remember, this is called Stupid Shooter, okay? So everything was going good. We retraining everything. Everybody cleaning up the shelves. Everybody taking a turn. Everybody got the trash can. Everybody, we picking up stuff. We cleaning the gun range. Next thing you know, everybody, because out in the gun range, there was like picnic tables or whatever, and that's where we would load up our ammo and everything. This picnic table. All of a sudden, now note this, all the guns is up and being handed back to the trainers. They're in the truck, they're in their vans that they got. All of a sudden, you hear a shotgun go off, pow, and you go, what in the world? And so everybody looking around, because note this, the training facility where we was at was located behind the prison. So in our brain, we don't went on high alert, because we thinking like maybe an inmate done escaped and now he got the gun somewhere and it's up for us because we ain't got no ammo. We done gave our stuff back to them. So everybody looking around, everybody looking, what is that? What is that? You heard it again. Pow! You like, what is that? What is that? What is that? And then you hear pow, pow, pow. And I said, what is that? Everybody high alert, everybody like, what? Oh my God. So next thing you know, because the trainers up there, some of them got like walkie-talkies, and people had came in from the prison to help or whatever. And so it was like calling on a walkie, what's going on? We under fire. What's going on? We heard like 4 or 5 shots or whatever. And so everybody looking around, and they telling us to get on the ground, like basically get on the ground, like y'all get on the ground, because they don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on, but I guess they figured like whoever is shooting, but whoever's shooting, it's not coming toward us, but you can hear it. It's loud. Now behind the training thing, there's big towers, and the towers is like where they sit up and they watch. You know what I'm saying? Is what's going on, whatever. And so I'm like, Sarge, it sound like, you know what I'm saying, it's coming from up there, whatever. Because at first it sounded close, like it was pointed toward us, and then it sounded like it was coming up there. So I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So the sergeant, so the lieutenant and the captain and the warden came outside at this time, whatever. And so, yeah, let me show y'all. And then I was the police out here, brother, I ain't finished shooting nothing. You can go home. I ain't finished. Then I said the police out here, they like, yeah, there's somebody out here shooting. He ain't shooting. I think she had the crazy. I looked at him like, I ain't shooting nothing. I ain't shooting. I'm telling him story time. Okay. He don't know what I'm saying. Y'all see the police. I told y'all don't see the police. But if he come back, oh Lord Jesus, look, he turned around. Girl, he turned around. He probably think I'm mental hell. He probably thinking like, what is going on? There's a lady outside shooting y'all. Y'all, if this man start, ain't gonna be no one good. Look, he done drove. And look, he done drove the circle around. Boy, he finna part. Look at me like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Them people's on me. They done got them people's on me. He don't part, y'all. Hands up, don't shoot. I ain't got it. Baby, please, with your campus police. I ain't scared of you. Either way, I thought he was gonna stop. He sat there, he pulled up, y'all, and stopped. And then he was like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. He was like, what are you doing? I've been telling the story. He was like, well, what's the story about? And I told him, he was like, oh, okay. You was scratching off. He was like, okay, continue. He said, go ahead. They told me to circle the parking lot because there was a strange woman shooting. I'm like, oh God, I ain't shooting for real. I mean, I was, but not here. But either way, he said continue. But either way, oh, he was so cool, y'all. But either way, going back to the story or whatever, so they done shot, and I'm like, what is, somebody done shot, we don't know what's going on. So what they told us, y'all, I want y'all to get in y'all cars and leave, you know, leave for the rest of the day or whatever until we figure out what's going on or whatever. So we end up leaving. We came back the next morning, and so they end up telling us what happened. That a guard, which was the correctional officer, had fell asleep. They had the gun. They was up there playing with the gun, but they had fell asleep with the gun in their hand. And I guess, I don't know how this happened. I think that the story was off and maybe it won't told correctly, but the person had went to sleep with like their hand on the trigger, okay? And then when they woke up, they had like gum, as it was told to me, it didn't make no sense. They had gum on their hand, because I'm thinking like to take the safe off, you had to rack back up. The gum that they had like gum on their hand playing with the gun. When they were trying to get their finger out of the hole because it was stuck. Why you playing with gum with a loaded gun is crazy. Gum, like chewing gum. Every time they try to get it off, it would rack up. Like they was like trying to get it off, it would rack up. And the gun was malfunctioning. And I'm thinking like, so y'all believe that story? Y'all believe that? Because it's giving it, the story don't sound right, okay? Y'all believe that? Now I can understand if you went to sleep and you maybe had a gun. Why'd you go to sleep with a loaded gun in your hand? Why is this gum on the gun? Baby, I don't know what happened, but I don't think that was the story. But either way, they went with it. Either way, the man got rolled up and they suspended him for a month for it, okay? He got rolled up, they suspended for a month, and then he came back. Okay, no pay. That what was going on. We ended up had to write a statement about what we heard, okay? Because we ain't saw nothing, we just heard. And I'm thinking like he up there just bored up there shooting the ceiling top. I don't know what was going on. But that was his story, that he had some gum on his fingertip and his hand got, and the gun malfunctioned. Was you trying to take yourself through there? Like, well, sir, what was going on? Can we talk for real? Because I don't know. Either way, that was his story. So we call this story Stupid Shooter. Because stupid, why'd you up there shooting, okay, in a prison? Everybody on high alert. Now you got rolled up. You done got fired for a month. They done brought you back, baby. What? You can't never go back up there. That's the piece of cake, dog. What are you doing? Stupid. Either way, that's the end of this story. That's all that happened. I just want to tell y'all that one. I know this was a quick one. The police officer done circling around 3 more times. I don't know what he gonna do. He said it was cool, but I think I'm making these people nervous. So let me go. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for clicking play. Make sure you like, comment, share, do all the things, and y'all make sure y'all come back for another story time. Make sure you visit my link tree, go to Diva Supply, and make sure y'all get Rich Kiss, the lip gloss, I call it lip gloss, but it's lip oil, okay? Get y'all some stunner shades, I know I got the Diva shades up there. I'm gonna drop some beauty packs real soon. I'm just waiting for some more things to come in the mail, and this basically gonna be a collection of things in this cute little see-through bag, but it's gonna be cute, colorful like my nails or whatever, and I'm gonna drop that, and I want y'all to shop with me, okay? They're gonna be $25, you know what I'm saying? I think that's gonna be the price. I might drop them the first week. They'll be on sale for probably like $18, $19, but the regular price is gonna be $25. But it's gonna be a collection of cute beauty items, so y'all make sure y'all go shop the merch, keep your eye on it or whatever. Anyway, I am gone. Thank you for clicking play again, and y'all, I'm outie, okay? Love y'all. Bye, besties. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, I forgot. I hope blessings chase you down just because you could play. And if you're still here, drop me some pink hearts in the comments. Anyway, love y'all. Bye. Bye. Thanks for watching.